Hello everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play 7th Guest with the co-host, MagickLorelai.
Hello, everyone.
So, we had just managed to rearrange a set of lettered cans.
In a completely nonsensical sentence that makes no sense. Grammatically, technically, yes, but no.
So let's go look at it again.
We can't.
Or you see how it'll let you get up to the door and then gives you absolutely nothing to interact with over here?
Yeah.
Yeah. All we can do is turn here and look at the door. You may want to remember where this door is, because as I recall, this door actually will lead to somewhere else, but will lead there later. Will not lead there now. We have to solve more puzzles first. I could be mistaken on that, but it will not let us interact with the cleaver either. More's the pity.
Either?
Huh?
No, sorry, I was just being silly.
Yeah. But here is something I may have... Here we go.
Oh my god, it's Carno!
This isn't real.
Bring him to me?
I feel sick.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah. Unexpected Carno cameo.
Yeah,
Of course, we
but
actually
no
know
Harriet
it's not,
this time.
But,
But no Harriet. Oh well.
And it wasn't green.
No, it wasn't green, and it didn't have little peas all over it. But anyway, we are done in this room for now.
Yeah, the traveling system in this, again, they were still trying to figure out gameplay by this point in this
Yes.
in gameplay development.
Notice it lets you advance on this, but doesn't really give you anywhere to go. That's because if you turn, you'll face a door.
Yeah.
The door we'd already been in to solve the cake puzzle, as a matter of fact. So we don't need to go in there now.
Very clunky interface at times.
Yes.
But it's forgivable because this was very early on in the interactive CGI environment sort of video games.
And if I'm correct, and I should be,
My dear Mr. Dutton, welcome to my house. The arrangement is simple. You are to spend the night as my guest, and in exchange, I will give you your heart's most secret desire. And you know what that is, Mr. Dutton, don't you?
I require one thing of you, a special service, a task that I've set up for you.
There's a guest who hasn't arrived yet. A guest unlike the six of you, a very special guest. Your services involve that guest. You must wonder what that service is, but that is the game, Mr. Dutton. The puzzle I've set for you. This is all I can tell you, Mr. Dutton. In the morning, only one of my guests will walk out of this house with his or her every wish granted.
Huh.
so slightly demonic, isn't it?
And it kind of gives you why these other guests are here, presuming they each got similar letters.
Yep.
But who is this seventh guest?
We don't know. But we will be running into that seventh guest eventually. We'll kind of have to. But you notice that since everyone's a ghost, these events have taken place earlier.
In the past.
Yes. And we're getting to see them again. But if you didn't notice, this door has lit up with a puzzle.
Oh, yes, this one.
And this puzzle can become...
It's easy to find a place to start. It's hard to find a place to finish.
This puzzle can be slightly annoying. Because once again, you're given absolutely no hints as to what goes on in this puzzle. So for now, we can go ahead and do this puzzle now.
Yeah.
I will be showing off the super secret bonus hint system the game gives you a little later. But anyway, you notice what you can interact with once again is shown by the eyeball, so you can interact with the points of the star. And this is going to bring up what I know is Lorelai's favorite thing, a spider.
Which way should I go now?
Spiders!
Yes.
Why is it always spiders?
So first, to solve this puzzle, what you want to eventually do is have each of these covered by a spider. Your first click puts a spider down.
And they can only travel along those lines in the pattern itself.
Your second click, you notice how it will not let me interact with any of the dots that are not connected to this by a straight line. Well, your second click will have that spider move.
I wonder if you will get the point of this.
Okay? Yeah. More puns. And the thing you will run into if you do this long enough and go through the game and fail it once, you will end up with the inability to actually cover all these points with spiders. Normally this is not a bad thing, but in this game, well, things go bad. So the trick to this is basically to work your way around the points of the star and cover in any spots you just vacated. And what I mean by that is, this spider right here started on this dot. So what we want to do is send the next spider that we
To
create
that one.
to this dot. And the way we do that, we go to the other point that we did not pick the first time, drop
Which
the
way
spider
should I
there,
go now?
And he
send
says
him
that
over
every
here.
time, by the way.
Yes. Oh,
The
yes.
points of this star are missing something.
Gee, we couldn't be, solving the puzzle or anything, right?
That's
Get
their
used to
hint
him.
system in this
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, get used to him. That's not the big hint system. That's just kind of the very, very loose hint.
Well, but that's how they do
Which
it,
way
though.
should I go
Is they,
now?
yeah, they let you know what your options are. They kind
There's
of tell
something
you.
Missing. This star seems to have lost its sparkle.
I would not call spiders
Which
sparkle-worthy.
way should I go now?
Then, let's see, we want...
The only one that's that, yeah.
Which way
Well, we're
should
not
I
done
go
yet.
now?
We've still got many, many points.
Oh, I know.
But if you keep up this pattern,
Which
you
way
will
should I
eventually
go
work your
now?
way around the entire circle. And if you don't do this, you know what happens? You fail.
Curses!
Come on. Come on. Come. Please.
What was that?
That was the 7th guest.
No, but that was just a kid.
Mm-hmm.
This does not bode well.
No, it doesn't.
And it looked like he couldn't get out.
Yep. It looks like he tried to get out through the door, but couldn't open it.
Seems like it might have been locked by the spiders, maybe?
Or just the puzzle.
Oh, that's what I mean by the
Yeah.
puzzle in the door.
So anyway, let's go to the other room we have not explored on the first floor yet. I believe it's this one over here. I'll
And you know-
apologize in advance. I'm not very good at navigating this place. So I may end up going back to some rooms we've already explored a few times in search of the rooms I'm supposed to be going into.
Mm. And it is kind of interesting, and I don't think they necessarily explicitly say so. Not just yet, anyway. But the reason that we're doing all of these puzzles is because, well, that's what the host intended for his guests to do. And each one of the clues, each one of the puzzles ends up giving a clue to each of the guests how to attain their ultimate desire.
Yes. It's never explicitly said that this is what's going on, but there was kind of a hint about it when you did the cake puzzle, how Stoff was leaving notes for them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they solved enough puzzles, they would get their desires. But now, let's introduce you to the hint system. It won't do much for us right now because we're not currently stuck on a puzzle. We don't currently have a puzzle active. So it'll just go, the puzzle is solved because, well...
We just solved the puzzle that we last did. It always refers to the puzzle that you last interacted with.
Yep. And see, the thing is, when you activate this book, it automatically sends you back to the area that you were last in with the last puzzle. So as the last puzzle was by the
from there.
door...
Well, that was useful.
Yeah.
Thank you, book, for sending me backwards.
Indeed. That is the way the book works. But since there is a puzzle in this room, I can show off this book in a little bit more detail. There's not much else to actually interact with in this room, but we can go further back.
Before you do that, you may want to save.
Oh yeah.
But we're not going to do it just yet, or?
Well, I'm going to at least get near the telescope back there.
Sorry, I'm confused because of the clunky interface. I thought you were leaving.
No, I was just turning around to show there wasn't much to...
What?
Oh look, spinning vortex.
Whoa.
Duck. Something's going on out there. We can't actually interact with the door, but this telescope is a puzzle. So let me save real quick.
Just save over your second slot.
Nah, I'll save over here.
Okay.
The reason she's giggling so loudly is because I messed up when I was...
The game has been saved.
I messed up when I was typing in the name of my second save. Instead of the O, I clicked the Q and LP2. Or however you're going to say that.
Yeah, doesn't exactly work very well.
No. But something else about the save feature. Sometimes it'll move you back in a room to the start of the room when you use it, like it did just there.
So, shall we demonstrate, or, yeah.
So now we will go demonstrate the telescope puzzle here, as it's the only thing in this room you can interact with.
And this is actually one of the easiest puzzles in this game.
Yes, it is.
Not just because it's short, but because it's blatantly obvious.
You'll need more than lenses to focus your thoughts on this one.
Okay, so if you look, the game actually tells you where to start. And what you're supposed to do is create a sentence out of these words, or out of these letters. And they have a few variations on this puzzle, like the can puzzle we've already seen, and then there's another puzzle later. But, for now, it'll tell you the only one you can start with is the T.
Now this doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. Because it's just one letter.
No, this doesn't make sense. Yes, it just says T, Ego.
And we can either go to the H or the Y to make the next letter of this sentence. So if we go to the Y,
I don't think so.
we get
It
chided
resets
and we
the
get
puzzle
started
on
over.
us.
So what happens if you were just inexplicably... Oh, come on. There we go. If you were just inexplicably stuck on this puzzle or any of them in the game, you come back here and click on this book.
And it gives you a hint.
And it gives you a very vague hint. Spell a complete sentence, start the letter T, trace a path through each letter only once, and end at the starting point.
That's pretty explicit.
Yes, it is.
But if you needed it to get even more explicit,
If you still don't get the point, you have to endure slow-moving cutscene here.
I think you have to click on the puzzle again.
Yeah, probably. Which now this door actually becomes useful.
Puts you right back where the puzzle is. Now, mind you, we're not actually being stumped by this puzzle.
No,
We're just
the
showing you
puzzle
how
is
the hint
actually
system
pretty...
works.
The puzzle's actually easier than that can puzzle. But
Now
let's say
this
you figured
doesn't
this
make
out.
Sense. Or does it?
And you can completely go through this entire puzzle by trial and error if you just write down the ones that don't reset your game.
I don't think so.
See, because it will let it, if you mess up, it will make you, you know,
Start
it will
over
kick
again.
you out. Well, not
Who
kick you out
spells
of the
things
puzzle.
on a planet?
Astronomers.
Who spells things, though, on a planet, though?
Astronomers.
We're bored. Hey, man, let's write letters on this planet. Why?
But it should give us a second hint now.
I think that, what's their rule? It's like 3 hints and then...
I think it's you get 3 hints and then it just does what it does.
And you can tell how often we've done this when we're like, I don't know how this works.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've had to use this.
There is no possible
There is
way.
no possible way. Oh, I guess that means the puzzle is impossible. I guess that means the puzzle is just completely unsolvable. There is no possible way to solve it. Or that's just a very, very blatant hint about what you're actually trying to spell when you do this.
They really shouldn't spell it out so clearly.
So see, if you look at it,
Now this doesn't make sense. Or
Ego.
does it?
so see, if you look, if you just keep looking here, there is no possible way.
So we know how this goes, but let's
Yes.
mess up again.
But let's go, I don't get it.
I don't get it! Book? Tell me again, what do I need to do? As soon as the game actually lets us get
Yes.
over to the book.
About half this game is spent maneuvering around the place.
It would be just 3 times faster if we could just, like, actually just turn around.
It would be faster if we could actually freeform explore the environment.
Yeah.
Which is
But I
what
kind of
Tex
understand
Murphy
the
eventually... Which is why I like the Tex Murphy games better than most of these types. And now it goes, oh look, the puzzle is solved. Idiot.
But we should probably actually solve it for real.
Yes.
I mean, there's no
Oh, yeah.
way that using this kind of hint system is good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the game's gonna go, what? You couldn't figure that out? You actually shortcut through all the puzzles, you fail. But we will do that next time, as this video has run pretty long. When we return, we actually solve the microscope. Microscope is later, and you will hate that. But telescope, we will solve that one next time. So until then, take care, folks. I'll see you later.
Hope to see you then.